Can't focus on me. Baby, can you focus on me? Hands in the soap, hot faucets running and I keep looking at you. Stuck on your phone, are you stuck in your zone? You don't ever could, but I don't wanna give up. Baby, I just want you to get up. Lately, I've been a little fed up. Wish you would just focus on me. Can you focus on me? Baby, can you focus on me? Me. Can you focus on me? Baby, can you focus on me? Lazy and broke. No, we get this money, so I guess I can't complain. But I feel alone even when we're alone. You don't cause a thing. I don't wanna give up. Baby, I just want you to get up. Lately, I've been a little fed up. Wish you would just focus on me. Can you focus on me? Baby, can you focus on me? Can you focus on me? Baby, can you focus on me? Baby, focus. Can't you see? I just wanna love you, baby. Love you in my eyes. So, welcome to the one person in the chat so far. I know I'm random. I think I'm a couple of 2 or 3 hours late on this stream, as usual, but I am here. And for the people who will be catching this stream later, I did want to come and give the information that I have thus far. My energy is a little bit low today because I ran out of my sweetener that I normally use, and I ended up using sugar, okay, in my lemonade and in my coffee today, and I will never do that again, okay? So I feel a little low on energy and sluggish, but I'm working and moving through it. So, so just bear with me. I did open the stream with the song Focusing. Y'all know I love that song. I love her, the artist. And that song is about, I played it because I hope that especially the Divine Feminines, welcome El Brujo. I love you too, babe. I really appreciate your love. I really do. It means everything. And I'm telling you, I was just saying how I'm low on energy right now because I actually had to I used sugar in my stuff today, and so it has me feeling sluggish and low on energy. So even though I'm random with my live streams, I did want to come and give these downloads really quickly, so whoever catches this later, you know what I'm saying, I hope that it will be helpful. But I do appreciate you, okay, and whoever else is going to join me before the stream is over. Okay, so I'm going to be talking about creating, you know, the collective, how we create collectively and individually in the higher realms. But I want to, you know, start off actually addressing the divine feminine, okay, about the holidays, okay, and like you know, the ones who, you know, did have been in separation from their quote unquote twin flames, or their distorted masculines, or, you know, however you want to look at it. I really, you know, because I really want people to be clear, and I want people's energy to be clear, and your minds and your hearts to be lighter going into the new year. And this is why I keep stressing that, you know, if it's not looking like it's going towards what you have wanted it to be before the new year, it's time to release your hold on those things that are serving as an anchor, okay, to anchor you guys down in 3D. Okay, it's time to release your hold on those things so that you can complete your clearing, and you know what I'm saying, so that you will be light enough to move with the rest of us into the higher realms. Okay, so I just really wanted to stop by, and I need to address the divine feminines first, because there are some divine feminines who, you know, have not been in contact with their divine counterparts, and who spent the holiday without their divine counterpart, and maybe have gotten a communication or something today, or will be getting something like before or after, like right after the new year, on the New Year's Eve, or like right after, and all of that. And I, you know, I really want to stress, you know, that you guys should not be feeding into this. Like, if, you know, this person has not taken the time to check on you, to have a face-to-face conversation, has not respected your feelings or validated your feelings enough to even acknowledge that you deserve an explanation, an apology, a conversation face to face, you know, for you to get excited because they, you know, they've been ignoring you, and now they give you a little bit of attention in the form of like a text message or something. You know, please do not sell yourself short and accept those breadcrumbs and allow that to make you get excited, because this is the ways in which that they continue to string you along, and holding on to something when they have moved on, and they are, you know, building relationships with other people. You have no idea of the things that they're doing when they're not in your presence, and you do know that they have not been in your presence. Okay, so do not take the breadcrumbs that they are offering you. Okay, so if you get in that little text, you know, after Christmas text, if you get it before or after New Year's, it would serve you and your own self-respect to ignore that, okay, and continue moving forward with your cleansing, your clearing, and your healing. Okay, I want you guys to be clear going into the new year, you know what I'm saying, before the new year. And so you know, because I want you to really, you know, because a lot of empathic feminines tend to want to forget or minimize their own pain and the things that you guys have gone through, trying to hold on to these one-sided relationships where you're the one doing all the work. And Archangel Michael has told me to always keeps, you know, reminding me personally, and so I want to remind you guys to keep in your forefront of your mind the things that you have been through, and the things that you have gone through, and also all of the effort that you have put in, and the way that you were treated ultimately in the end. Okay, because that person owes you so much more than a text message. Okay, and so much more than a conversation via text messages. And so if you're not getting what you know you deserve, as far as trying to fix something that was broken in the past, if you know that you have exhausted all of your efforts, if you know that you have been genuine, You know what I'm saying, and invested. Do not accept anything but 100% reciprocity in return for that. Otherwise, you are selling yourself out. Okay, and if you continue to do this, go somewhere else, because I'm not supporting that, and the universe is not going to support that. Welcome, spiritual asset. So yeah, I wanted to come by. And give you guys these downloads. And I know you never know when I'm going to be here, because I never start. Okay, the only thing I ever really start on time are my rituals. Okay, the rituals I do start on time, but for some reason with these, there's always a distraction. For one, I wish y'all I could help you. I know y'all know, but like there's so many forces working against truth speakers, and to keep us from getting the information out, that is it's always something. You know what I'm saying? But if I put it there and it's something that I intend to get out to you guys, I am coming. So this is why I don't mind if people don't catch me when I'm live or whatever. It will be here, but I do appreciate you guys being here in this time and space and dealing with me again in my randomness. Okay. So thank you, spiritual asset. So but anyway, I really I want to remind you to don't accept the breadcrumbs. Okay, because you're being loyal to something that has not been loyal to you. Okay, the reason why you have not seen your masculine is because they are ignoring you and giving you breadcrumbs while they're trying to prove their loyalty to someone else. Okay, so I want you, no matter how painful it might be to accept that, I need y'all to accept that and allow that to sink in. Okay, because then that will direct your steps in the right direction towards honoring and loving yourself. Okay. I love Layla Hathaway, by the way. She's so damn velvety smooth. Okay. But anyway, I want y'all to really see the imbalance of what's going on and to demand the love and respect and reciprocity for the emotional and energetic investments that you have put into these people. Okay. And you don't have to get it back from them. It will come back, because if they are not giving it back to you, the universe will return that to you, but not if you accept crumbs. Okay, you can't accept crumbs. You have to turn those down and wait for what it is that that you deserve, because I want you to see the imbalance of how, again, they're playing you in order to prove their loyalty to the karmic. They wear a mask for the karmic when they show you all of their ugliness. Okay, so see the imbalance there. They're giving all of their fake good energy and good times to the karmic, but they're giving you all of their verbal and emotional ugliness. You know what I'm saying? They're using you as a receptacle for their internal garbage. They allow the karmic to control them. Okay, but they try to control you. You know what I'm saying? So I want you to see the imbalance here and not to accept those breadcrumbs. Okay, you have to learn, divine feminine, to value yourself enough to attract someone on that same frequency as you, because as I have told you before, the distorted masculine is treating you the way that you feel about yourself, because if it was not, such was not the case, they would not be allowed to do it. You know what I'm saying? You would not be allowing them. And just because you left and you let them come back, letting them come back, you might as well not even leave if you're going to still let them come back. Okay, showing someone something is unacceptable means not accepting it. Okay, and so just because you put them out for a minute or you leave for a minute, if you come back and you let them come back without a full apology and full acknowledgement of what they done, and not like some blanket apology like, I'm sorry for everything. No, I know for everything. Make them say specifically what they're sorry for, and specifically what they're going to do to ensure you that it's not going to happen again. Okay, but you know that if you press for a real apology, that mask is going to come off again, and you're going to get the real ugliness that's under there. So I need y'all to really deal with what's real and what is, and the truth of what is. Okay, They have taken that mask off because they don't feel they need to wear it any longer for you, because you, in your unconditional love of them, okay, but in your, in your neglect of the self, you are going to allow them to just treat you like nothing. You know what I'm saying? And we can't allow that anymore going forward in 2020. So if they were not there for you on Christmas, they're not going to be there for you on New Year's and New Year's Eve and all of that. And they having fun with their pseudo families and their karmics and whatnot. Do not accept the breadcrumbs that they offer you the next day, the day before, the day after. Okay, because they were spending all the valuable time with that which they value. And I'm gonna need you to value yourself enough not to accept the crumbs thereafter. Okay, they treat you how they feel about you and how you feel about yourself. So divine feminine, the goal is for you to learn and to cultivate a relationship with yourself enough to where you value yourself enough, so that you are not chasing, but you are attracting someone on that same frequency, okay? And that you value yourself on, okay? They left you unsupported and unprotected and didn't even check on you to prove their loyalty to the karmic. You need to let that sink in, okay? They withheld their love from you as a punishment, okay, for you not bending to their unreasonable, impossible demands, okay? But they are bending in all kinds of ways, including leaving you out in the cold to prove their loyalty to someone that's not loyal to them, okay? So you need to separate yourself from that whole affair, because at some point it begins to you begin to you now you begin to and you are betraying yourself, okay? They are bending and allowing the karmic to control them. They are bending to their demands, but they get irate with you if you even, you know what I'm saying, try to assert your own individuality. So you need to see the difference, okay, in the ways that they are treating the karmic and in the way that they treated you, okay? They put you in impossible situations and you tried to fit yourself into their little impossible boxes that they made for you, and they still left you, okay? Even if you got to the point where you thought you had satisfied all their demands, they still left you, okay? Their ever changing, impossible idea of perfect, you was trying to fit yourself into it, okay? And they left you for someone who isn't working on themselves at all, okay? So you need to redirect your focus, divine feminine, okay? They left and they made all sorts of adjustments to their masks for the karmic, but they wouldn't do anything. They wouldn't lift a finger or make any changes to themselves to try to make anything work with you, okay? They are breaking themselves to impress the karmic, but they wouldn't give you a red cent, okay? They were taking from some of you and giving to the karmic, okay? I need y'all to let that sink in, and I need you to really decide, you know what I'm saying? How much are you going to put up with? Because you ain't got long, and I do not want to see any of you carrying this baggage with you into the new year, okay? It's a new year. I mean, energies are coming in to help you open your crown and your third eye chakra. You know what I'm saying? The energies are here they want to activate you, and so that you can rise, so you can get your abundance, so you can actually have real love. Whoever that person was who decided to, abandon ship on you or whatever it was, you know what I'm saying? They decided that they wanted to stay in 3D. Okay, but you sitting around moping is only keeping you from what's your divine birthright at this point. Okay, I feel that with a lot of you, enough time has passed. Okay, and it's time. A lot of you have gotten used to being in that energy of sadness. Okay, that energy of feeling like a victim and betrayed, and even if all of that was true, okay, it's time now to get up, dust yourself off. It's time to put your energy now into reinventing yourself. Okay, it's time now to take that pain and use it as fuel, okay, to propel you forward into the new you. You did not die, okay? And I remember one time we were We was walking across the bridge in Detroit, and it was me and my brother and my cousin. And well, we wasn't walking across the bridge. We were actually riding our bikes across this big bridge that was across like this huge highway in Detroit. And I was scared, okay, because it was me and my brother and my cousin. Okay, so they're both boys, and I'm the only girl, and I'm trying to be brave like them, going because the bridge was like the part that you come off of was like a spiral, just a smooth little spiral, and we're on our 10 speeds going around a little spiral. And I know if I come down too quick, my ass is going to flip over or off of the edge and onto the freeway part of it, right? And so I was scared, but I'm trying to be brave because boys just do stuff and they don't be there, they don't worry, you know what I'm saying, about getting hurt and shit. So I'm trying to go around the little spiral knowing I'm scared, and just what I feared was going to happen happened. I started going around too fast, and because it happened because I was scared, of course, and I flipped my ass over the side of the little railing and ended up on the highway. And I was laying there because I had given up, because I had already pictured that if I flip over on this highway, on the side of this highway, that I'm gonna instantly get hit by a car and I'm going to be dead. Okay, so I flipped over on the highway and ended up on everything that I pictured ended up happening. And then I was laying there, just laying there, stared, like zoned out. And my cousin and my brother was like, "Get up! What the hell is wrong with you? Get up!" They was laughing, and I literally wasn't doing anything or trying to do anything because I literally had already thought that I was dead. Okay, I thought I was already dead. I thought that the car, because I had already pictured if I flip over here, a car is instantly coming and it's going to run me over. So ain't no sense in trying to get up. I'm dead. Okay, but they was still. So I'm sitting there, laying there, and hearing them like, get up. What the hell is you laying there for? You know what I'm saying? So I had to get up and shake myself off and realize that you didn't die. Okay, your fear happened. You fell off. You on the side, but you didn't get hit by a car. Get your ass up and keep going. Yes, my bike was messed up. Okay, the front part of my bike. I mean, I think I ended up having to leave it there because the whole front wheel was like completely turned, like bent to where it couldn't even be straight. It was just messed up. But I remember them laughing so hard because I had just literally had given up and thought that I was already dead. And that is how a lot of the divine femmes are after what they've been through. And like I said, a lot of us have been, damaged severely. We have gone through things that we never ever thought that would happen in our lifetimes. And so a lot of y'all have thought that y'all was dead, but you're not. Okay, you're still laying there like I was. Okay, when I flipped over and just went out, thought I was dead. Okay, so I wasn't, it was like, I can't even explain my state of mind. Like, I just laid there. I mean, I just like zoned out, like, well, it's over. And, it took a minute for me to like shake myself out of that, you know what I'm saying? And realize that they laughing at me and get your ass up because you're not dead. So, that's kind of where the divine feminine, a lot of the wounded ones are. You're still laying there. You thought that you was dead, but you're not. Okay. You died, but you have been resurrected now. Okay. You died. You're coming out of your cocoon and you have wings now and you don't even realize it. You think you're the same person that died, but you're not. Okay. It's time to get up. Okay. What needs to happen is, because like I said, a lot of you are accepting, because this is the whole thing about ghosting and stuff, is that they will deprive you of things that they know that you want and need, which is their attention, their love, and it's very cruel. Okay. And then because you have been deprived of it, when they give you those little breadcrumbs, then you think that that's like a feast and you're so excited and you're happy. But no, what they have done is trained you. Okay, they've trained you by literally starving you to accept crumbs, and you deserve so much more. They are still minimizing you and your own view and vision of yourself. Okay, and I cannot have y'all doing that. Okay, you need to cut off all communication, and if it is not the communication that you know that you need to be getting. Okay, if someone has ghosted you, if they have abandoned you, if they have given you no explanation as to what the hell happened when they completely flipped your life upside down, if their next communication to you is not coming to you with a full explanation, a full sincere apology, strategy and a plan on how they are going to ensure that you don't have to fear that this will ever happen to you again, do not accept that communication. Don't even respond to it, okay? Because it's at the same time, they are still siphoning energy from you if you respond. And in the meantime, they're still hooked in to their karmic. They're still giving all of their energy, 99% of their energy to the karmic. Still, though, still hooking into you and pulling energy off of you by way of causing an argument, by way of making you feel guilty, by way of engaging you in some pointless conversation where you're not going to get any answers, but they're baiting you into giving them all of your information as far as what's going on in your life, how you're feeling, what's your emotional state, and all of that, whether you've moved on or not. And you need to cut it off. They don't deserve it. You need to still be able to see this manipulation that is going on. You are still being manipulated. Okay? And so you need to set healthy boundaries within yourself, okay? Because when you and for yourself, as far as you, because a lot of you, the little communications that you're getting is only hurting you further. They're not, they're not coming in and saying, I'm sorry that I hurt you. Because this is what you need to hear. You need to hear that I understand why you feel the way that you feel. Okay, you need to you need to hear that I know how you feel and I understand why you feel the way that you feel. Okay, and it's because of what I have been doing. It's because of what I have been saying or do or not doing or saying. Okay, I accept responsibility for that, and this is how I'm going to change that if I want to move forward with you. Okay, y'all need to hear concrete answers about these things. Do not be accepting breadcrumbs because you're afraid that if you require more, that mask is going to fall off. Because at that point, then you have to accept that you are accepting, you know what I'm saying, that you're delusioning yourself. Okay, that you know that this is a mask. If you know it's a mask, you know it's a mask. If you know that if you demand what it is you actually deserve, that the mask is going to come off and the devil is still going to be there, then you are bullshitting yourself and you are accepting that mask. Okay, if you set healthy boundaries for yourself, anybody that comes into your personal space will have to set boundaries for themselves. If you are a divine femme on this twin flame journey, if you begin to set healthy boundaries between you and your narcissist, distorted, okay, masculine, they will have no choice but to begin to set those boundaries within themselves when it comes to dealing with you, because they do not have those boundaries. Okay, somebody correct me if I'm wrong. They have not set those boundaries. That's the problem. They disrespect you. They are habitual line crossers. They disrespect the journey, the union, the relationship, and everything else. They disrespect themselves. They have no boundaries. And if you do not set these boundaries for yourself, being on the front lines, divine feminine, they will never set those boundaries for themselves. They are a mirror for you. The entire universe is mirroring back to you your own inner state of being. Okay, and so if you want the masculine to set those boundaries, to respect you, to honor you, to acknowledge your feelings, you have to do those things for yourself first. You must demand that anything that is in your in your personal space is reflecting, and you have to acknowledge that anything that is in your personal space is reflecting back to you your own internal state of being. And so you have to do the work on yourself to make yourself valuable enough to reflect, to attract someone who is reflecting that back to you. Okay? Ain't no other way around it. Welcome, Angela, and everyone else in the chat. Ain't no other way around it. Okay? So the point is that you don't accept those breadcrumbs before or after the holidays. Because this is, because they actually spent the actual holiday, like I said, ignoring you to prove their loyalty to the person that they're actually spending their time with. Okay. And so set those boundaries, cut them off. It's going to be empowering for you. It may be painful, but it's still empowering. Okay. I want my people to stop. Do not be afraid of pain like the rest of the world. Okay. Pain is fuel. Okay, it is fuel to help you build a better self. Okay, a better life, a better world. You take that in. Okay, you can't run from it. That's what creates a narcissist, running from the growing pains of life. Pain is not something that you're supposed to be trying to avoid or run from. Okay, it is an inevitable part of life. We are meant to experience the full spectrum of human emotions. Okay, by the law of rhythm, the pendulum swings. Okay, from joy and pain. And so, if you're afraid of the pain, then you're only going to get a certain level of joy, honey. Okay, it's all the same energy. Okay, just different ends of the spectrum. And so, if you avoid those sorrows that come to help you earn your joys, then you swinging in the middle and living this mundane life where you're not really getting the meaning of anything. Okay? But divine feminine, if you know your worth, you will walk into 2020 and not look back, because everyone that is meant and wishes to come with is going to be and has been making the adjustments to be able to do so. The days of doing the work for other people are over, okay? The spirits have made it so that you are not able to do that anymore, okay? I've already told y'all in the last video, if you try to use your sacred heart energy and your love and light to help someone else before you help yourself, you are going to suffer, okay? I just wanted to remind y'all, this is the time, divine feminine, for you to be replenishing yourself, to pamper yourself, to love yourself, okay? So that you can learn the feminine power of attraction. I have told you the divine feminine does not chase anything. You are the star. Okay, I'm gonna remind you every time, every day, until we enter into this new decade, into this new dimension, into this new realm. You are the star. You don't chase nothing. Okay, what you're going to be doing is pampering, replenishing, resting, nourishing yourself so that you are amping up your attraction power. Okay, and you allow the masculine to fall into place as the pursuer, as the divine masculine integrates the divine feminine energy. That, you know what I'm saying, they are now in their feelings. That's what they're doing right now. They're in their feelings. Some of them, this is why y'all, a lot of you probably have gotten a communication from them, but it still ain't right. They still distorted. They're trying to blame you. They're trying to make you feel guilty. They're trying to play on your emotions, because again, I did reading on the karmic last night on Badass Tarot too, and I see that a lot of them were fighting with their karmics on Christmas, okay, and maybe Christmas Eve. And so a lot of them are reaching out to you only because of that, okay, only to get some energy from you to boost back up their diminished and hurt self-esteem from whatever they were going through with the karmic. And then they're going to boost back up off you and then go back and continue what they were doing. So I am, you know what I'm saying, urging you, divine feminine, to keep your energy on yourself. Okay, you know what it should be happening. Okay, if they are not coming to you face to face with a sincere and full explanation and apology and a plan on how you are going to feel so safe and secure going forward that this is never going to happen again, you should not be accepting any sort or form of communication from them, because they are siphoning energy from you. Okay, so that they can continue to wear the mask for the karmic. Okay, so this is not the time to be doing that and giving their energy away. You need to continue cleansing, purging, releasing, so that you can have a light heart going into 2020. Okay, leave the past behind. Okay, and embrace the new path, divine feminine, that is lit before you. Okay, welcome, goddess Ro. Okay, you are new. Okay, and I definitely welcome your energy, okay, of infinite abundance, okay, and I return that hundredfold, okay. I'm liking your energy already, okay. So, we're basically talking about, I really wanted to come in and talk about the 5D collective creation and how we're going to go about this going forward, but I really needed to say those few words to Divine Feminine because, some, like I said, have come to me and they're excited about getting those little breadcrumbs of a communication from the masculine who ghosted you, who broke your heart, who turned your world upside down, who shattered your world. Okay. And I want you to throw those breadcrumbs right back in their faces. Okay. Let them take that back. To the dinner that they had yesterday with their karmic and their families. Okay. You continue focusing your energy and your love and your care on the self, Divine Feminine. Okay. Protect your energy. I am going to be putting the next meditation in the group, you guys, on Oshun IJ exclusive. You can access those meditations on the very first level. If you guys would like to join us on Patreon, that link will be in the description box. Okay. But basically, the reason why you have to let go is that the energies of joy and love are the energies that protect you. Okay, this is how you are going to protect your energy, by staying in these high vibrations of joy and love. They are the most powerful energies in the universe. Joy protects your vibration. Okay, it protects your vibration. Joy and love becomes that golden halo that surrounds you and protects your mind and your body and your soul from low vibrating energies like doubt, fear, and anxiety. It protects you. It keeps you from absorbing those low vibrating energies. Empath, light worker. Okay. I'm glad you are enjoying the message, Goddess Roro. My eyes, when I'm on here and I'm not on camera, a lot of the time that I'm channeling, my eyes are closed. So periodically, I will open my eyes to see what you guys are talking about. So nobody, think that I'm ignoring you guys. I will open my eyes and to read the messages periodically. My regulars, you already know that, and you know what I'm saying. So if everyone new, welcome. Okay, and I am very happy to have you here. Okay. But basically, the energies of joy and love. Okay, it's very easy for you to exude these energies, empath and light worker. Okay, this is your time. It's your time to shine. This is what's going to protect your vibration. It keeps you from absorbing the toxic energies and low vibes from other people. Okay, it protects your vibration if you stay in joy and love. Okay, doubt and fear-based thinking makes you susceptible to those low vibes. Okay, and this is why I was talking about in the last video, as far as um, being increasingly more sensitive as we do rise in vibrations, as we drop the baggage, as we let go of pain, fear, doubt, and all of those things. The more that we have to come into contact with other people who are still carrying those energies, it's more irritating. It's more it's unbearable for some of us. Okay, and it's because at a greater magnitude, that contrast is there. Okay, we feel that contrast. Okay, and so it makes you susceptible to you to start absorbing those things. And so the goal is to stay in the energies of joy and love. And the way to do that, again, when I was going through my darkest nights, okay, and the spirits kept telling me, we're sending you emotional support. And I told you I didn't want no damn support because I didn't want to deal with anybody, but it ended up being my granddaughter that they sent to me. You know what I'm saying? Which is, of course, unconditional love and light. Okay. And so it was so refreshing. It was beautiful. I was able, because it started my heart chakra to working again, because you're so tempted to block it off after you've been hurt. And so they sent her because they know that she would keep it to going. Okay. And so do whatever you need to do in order to keep yourself in those high vibes. Okay. Play with the children, watch comedies, watch cartoons. Definitely do not be watching sad movies. Do not be watching scary movies at this time. Do not be watching anything that's going to lower your vibes, okay, and cause anxiety, fear, doubt, or any of those things to cause you imagine negative things happening. And all of those things keep you in negative thought vibrations, okay, and thoughts affect your emotions, and then your emotions affect and create your reality, okay. So all of those things together, we have to really know what we need to do to stay and keep our auric shield strong. And that auric shield is comprised of love, joy, okay? Love, joy, and information, okay, about the higher realms, love and light, okay? So being wise, making wise decisions, keeping yourself in good company, okay, and knowing how to call in your angels, okay, when you do absorb those negative energies, okay. I told you guys that I felt like, yes, play with the children. Yes, the children hold that heavenly energy. They hold unconditional love, okay? And keep children away from the narcs, and keep narcs away from the children, okay? Narcs are the types of people who have mottos like, it's like taking candy from a baby, because only a narc would enjoy taking candy from a baby. Okay, and that's literally what they're doing to you, empath light worker, when they withhold their love from you as a punishment for you not bending to their will. Okay, so I want you to learn how to call in your angels, because every one of you, if you are in fact a light worker, if you are an empath, you do have angels, okay, that protect and surround you. You call them in, they are honored to be able to help you to do their job. It is why they are there. Okay. It is their purpose, fulfillment, to lift pain from you. And I know this for a fact because I told y'all when I was going through my darkest times, and I was trying my best to be strong, and I literally felt that I had a nervous breakdown or two or three, okay, and I just broke down, like literally body dropped, you know what I'm saying? And I was in so much pain, and I literally had to call out to my angels, okay, to the angelic realm, to lift that pain off of me. And the moment that I called and asked for that pain to be lifted, I mean, because the pain was so excruciating, it was excruciating enough for me to have to drop my physical body, okay. It was emotional pain, okay, that caused me to have to drop down, okay, beyond the knees, honey, okay, beyond the knees. And when I called out for help from the angelic realms, that pain was immediately, instantaneously lifted from me. And I was able to get up and keep going. And I knew then that I was blessed beyond measure, because I knew that wow. You know what I'm saying? Because the contrast, once again, the contrast of being in that much pain and then asking for it to be lifted and then having it to actually be lifted. You know what I'm saying? It's miraculous. It convicts you. It lets you know who you are. You know what I'm saying? In the spirit realm. It lets you know the army that you have around you, that you are not alone, that you are strong, that if you can't hold yourself up, we gonna hold you up. We got this. We got you. You got this. I had to learn that in real time, not just believe in it, but actually to experience it, to not be able to literally hold myself up, to literally not be able to hold myself together, to literally have to be held together by my spirits, because that's how much trust that they want me to have in them. The exposed experience was to let me know that you can't put your trust in no man. No man. Okay? But you can trust us, because see, ain't nobody else here. Ain't nobody else here. But we got you. Okay, that's what I had to develop, that closest, that very close relationship with my higher self and my spirits in the spirit realm. That's what the whole walk is about. Okay, it will happen. Okay, because I know that a lot of y'all are in pain. Some of y'all are in pain right now. There's people that lurk that never say anything. Some people, I mean, well, my last one of my streams, it wasn't the last one. I had to say a word for somebody that had been lurking the whole time. I didn't say nothing, and right before I ended the stream, then they had gotten their message and was like, "Oh my God, thank you!" Right before I hit that end the broadcast button, they had been waiting, okay, to hear that word. And if I had not been obedient to my spirits, if I had not had that connection, if I had not known that I need to say what they're telling me to say without hesitation, if I had not learned to not fear the consequences of speaking the truth, then that person would not have gotten their word. Ain't no telling where they were headed after that live stream. I had to understand the seriousness of my mission and my job here. Okay, because I was saying earlier that I had ran out of my sweetener that I use, and I had to use some sugar in my coffee and in my lemonade today, and it has me feeling so weak and sluggish, and I will never put that shit in my body again because I feel the contrast, the difference. I haven't had sugar in my body in about 4 or 5 months. So to have to put that in my body, I'm like, oh no, I feel like I have swelled up. I feel like I done gained 10 pounds already. I feel puffy and just it's not real. It's not, it's synthetic. It's not the real thing. And going into this new world, you guys, you cannot consume things that are not real. Okay, if you wish to be real. Okay, if you wish to be who you were created to be, if you wish to see yourself as you are, you know what I'm saying? You cannot wear masks, you cannot lie, you cannot accept lies, you cannot vibrate low. It's all about truth. It's all about truth and love and light. Yeah, you have to fast. I do the intermittent fasting. I'm definitely about to do it. I feel gross that I put that sugar in my body. Okay, like ugh, and you know what I'm saying. So yeah, it's pretty yucky. You know what I'm saying. After you've been clean and now, you start putting all that stuff up. Doing fake things. It just no longer works. The contrast is so great. Okay, and I am going to give you guys a meditation in Oshun Aje exclusive of how to call your angels in to cleanse and lift your vibrations to help you release fear-based thinking and open you to a new level of joy and love in your lives, you guys. So if you are interested in continuing moving into the higher realms, I suggest you join us at least on the first level in Oshun Aje exclusive. Okay. But basically, um, you know, it's about centering yourself. Okay. Again, your heart center and beginning to live and perceive your world from from that heart center. Okay. Y'all know I work with Archangel Michael. Archangel Michael helps with cleansing energy. He helps with releasing and cutting cords. Okay. Michael loves cutting those cords for you. Okay, you need only to ask. Okay, you are being urged from the spirit realm to take the path of love and joy. This protects your energy from going back down. Okay, from teetering between dimensions. Okay, these forces will help propel you upward. Okay, and to help you to release, everything that does not bring you joy and love. You have to do that. Okay, if you want to keep going, you have to affirm to yourself that you are open to abundance. Okay, and you have to fully believe that that abundance is, in fact, your divine birthright. Okay. It's funny. I just pulled out this paper out of my notebook, and it's talking about fasting. And I don't know when I wrote this, okay, but I wrote that the first 3 days of fasting is elimination. A healthy person can go 40 days without food. This is crazy that we just mentioned that, and then this paper is in my notebook that I wrote. I don't know when. It helps with hypertension, eczema, arthritis, mental illness, diabetes, asthma, or water alone. Okay. It helps with stress Okay. Fasting stimulates the body's healing powers. I have that highlighted with my little teens. Okay. So, I don't know. I wrote this down, so I guess this is a message for y'all. That because I was already planning on doing it, but I didn't even. This has been in here for months. Okay. So someone needed that message that a lot of you do need to fast. Okay, and this is a good time to do it going forward. Of course, there was an eclipse today. Okay, going forward, we have the new year coming up, so it's the perfect time to fast. Okay, and to reset your intentions if you were um had your mind set on trying to go into union and you don't see your masculine doing anything to look like that's going to happen, because I need y'all to be realistic and accept that people don't change overnight. Okay, if they have not, now I don't ever want you to give up in your belief that miracles can happen, and miracles do happen. But if that miracle ain't happening, and if it has not happened, I want you to also look at reality and what is, and have a plan A and make them plan B. Okay, make yourself plan A going forward. Okay, reset your intentions and plan the things that you are going to be doing for you. Okay, like going forward in the new year. Okay, not about focusing on them, because I've been paying, like, I got a couple of stories that I want to tell you guys, but like, basically the overall thing that the theme of it is that, you can kind of tell, like, divine femmes or distorted femmes, whatever. You can tell people who are in relationships with a narcissist, okay, and that they both are unhealed, okay, and they're probably both distorted, because there's always the one person who looks well put together and they have energy, and you know what I'm saying, they look vibrant, and you know what I'm saying, they might not be making the right choices and doing the right things, but they look good, they don't look their age, because they haven't really dealt with many responsibilities, you know what I'm saying? And probably because they've been running from them. And then the person they're in a relationship with look woe the hell out, okay? They ain't got no light, they ain't got no shimmer, honey. They don't have no glow, they look dull. They barely, holding themselves up. They have no energy, no charisma. They done lost everything, okay? You see those types of couples all the time, because one person is sucking all the energy. Okay, just like twins. Okay, like I told y'all, the twins, a real set of twins who are in the womb. Sometimes one twin takes all of the nutrients and takes all of everything, and then the other twin ends up not making it. Okay, or sometimes one is born and they got all the stuff and they do make it, but the other one is premature or something like that. Okay, when they're right, and then they come out balanced. Okay, and so but sometimes these imbalances happen, and you see that a lot in these distorted relationships where the healing has not taken place, where people have not done their shadow work, their inner child work, their grief work. They have not done the work, okay, to make that metamorphosis, and so they're still distorted. So I want you guys to start developing your discernment, because you can pick these people out. Okay, one will be probably overweight, looking older than they do, looking like they never get rest, they're not eating right, nothing. And the other one, they looking vibrant, they shining, they shimmering. It may be all superficial. It's all due to the fact that they haven't taken on any responsibilities for themselves. They've been running their whole lives. They're still a child. They're not aging. Okay, so be able to, your discernment will be able to let you see those things. Okay, y'all know somebody like this right now. Y'all know couples like this right now. Okay, and I want y'all to start being discerning about it, because basically, you know what I'm saying? I don't want y'all to become that. Okay? Focus on yourself, because, at the end of the day, that person giving up all their energy and their life force and all of their vibrancy and everything to that other person is not helping either one of them. Neither of them is growing. Okay? And so any energy that the collective focuses upon as the collective, okay, is what is going to be experienced. Okay, basically, so this is why, like, they can put stuff out on the news and create crises and create wars and create all these diseases and bullshit that they want to put out here to get the collective all focused in this one fear-based ass reality. And you keep creating this reality, and then you keep wondering why you're stuck in it. And it's because you have allowed someone else to usurp the power, the creative power of your mind. They're telling you what to create with your mind instead of allowing you to know that you can create whatever it is that you desire with your mind. And instead, what has happened is that you are creating what someone else desires. Low vibrating beings desire to have you underfoot while they stay on top, okay, of the pyramid. And so they create you to see yourself as as where you are on in that pyramid, okay? And they don't want you to free your mind from from the constraints that they have put in it. That is what comprises the matrix, okay? Those who have the wisdom and the knowledge, they know that the energy that the collective focuses upon is what is experienced, okay, as a whole in the world, okay? Every soul is creating their reality, okay? And they are participating in the earth's evolution. Your focus, your individual and collective focus, impacts creation collectively and individually. Okay, so many people focusing the same energy on that same vibratory energy. You know what I'm saying? If you can get the collective, and remember, this is like in that movie Us, when they was trying to do the hands across America thing. Okay, that was the whole point of it. And I remember I think I interpreted that wrong before, because I felt like that was like a form of, originally was trying to feel like that was like a form of a way, and I still kind of feel like it was a way that like people were subjected to a form of mass hypnosis. But I feel like the original intent behind it was actually for people to actually do the hands across America thing and actually have that focused intent at the same time to like literally shift the planet into a higher vibration, because it can happen instantaneously if that can be achieved. Okay. And so I want you guys to understand, okay? So that movie, and that little thing, the hands across America thing in the movie Us, because again, the movie Us is so significant, okay? But the hands across America was basically their, people trying to attempt to have that focus at the same time. And this is why in 2020 going forward, we are going to begin doing group meditations together. This is why covens exist. This is why people get together. This is why congregations, that's the whole idea of all of that, okay? Two or more gathering in the name of the Creator. Two or more gathering in the name of the Great Spirit, the Most High, the Creator God, the Prime Creator, in order to exercise your own God particles to add to the creation. Okay, it's a gift, it's a privilege. The future is determined by collective consciousness of humanity. Okay, and so if you understand that, then if you have the power to influence that, the collective consciousness, by way of the way that you choose to exist, the way that you choose to express yourself, the way that you choose to convey what you get from the higher realms to the collective. This is how you push and do your part to push the creation forward. This is what drives the creation. Focus on love, peace, truth, healing, harmony. Okay, these energies heal and realign you with the Creator God. Particles that are in you, they align you with the Creator God. Okay, because at your core, this is who you are. Okay, and so these are the energies. This is what, okay, because we all have the ability, we have to first embrace our shadow side. This is the darkness, okay? This is, and it's not going anywhere in this duality. You have to know, because there's a time and place for everything under the sun. You have to know when to pull out that shadow side, when to use it, and when to put it away. If you're ready to arise to the higher dimensions and the higher realms, then your focus must be on truth. It must be on love. It must be on peace. It must be harmonized with healing. It must be realigned with your Creator God energy, love, and light. Whoops, a man. Oh, yes, honey. That's what they come for. Like I said, there's a time and place for everything under the sun. And that is the beauty of having balance. Okay, this is why you cannot be overly feminine empath, because you get walked all over. People who are not balanced only see that as a weakness, and a weakness only, which is why the balance of integrating that divine masculine qualities and having your shadow side, having your back, is because you need that protection. Okay, but it must be balanced. It must be used in a healthy way. Okay, but if you go into meditation with the intent to release negativity, you know what I'm saying, you have to ask for high vibrational healing and loving energy, and send that out to the collective as well. It begins a powerful transformation of awakening to the of greater light, of greater light and love, from the heavenly realms, okay, from the celestial realms. It will begin to manifest itself on this earth. That's the whole point, okay, of us being able to go into our sacred heart space, to go into our mind's eye, using our newly awakened crown and heart chakras, our newly opened third eyes, okay, and begin to imagine the world the way that it will, okay, the way that we would want it to be, but from a heart space, okay, without the fears, without the doubts, without the monsters and things that have been placed there by other people, by other things, okay. But when we go into our heart space and we find that harmonious heart song, we focus on peace, truth, love, light, you know what I'm saying, on healing, and we blend that, especially if we can do collective meditations together, you begin to manifest heaven on earth, okay. You begin to create beauty in all forms, okay, and it begins to be created and nurtured in this realm, okay. It's literally the way that you bring heaven on earth, by holding your focus on the frequency, okay, of the outcome of the way you want the world to be, without worrying about how it's going to happen, and without focusing on your current circumstances, okay. Being able to hold the frequency of love and light and healing, okay. Y'all know I love Nikola Tesla, and he was all about frequency, energy, and vibration, okay, not about aesthetics, because those are byproducts. If in fact you have created it with the right frequency, energy, and vibration. If you have not, then it is simply aesthetics. It's simply surface beauty. It's just something that looks like something, okay? And who wants that? You know what I'm saying? That's like them fake cakes at the bakery. It looks so good, but you can't even eat it. It don't taste like nothing. You know what I'm saying? You don't want that. You want the real thing, okay? So hold your frequency and vibration and the energy that you wanted to stay in. And if enough of us do this, you know what I'm saying, together for a long enough of a time, heaven will begin to be manifested and created in this earth right here. Okay, we're basically pulling down the energy of the higher realms. Okay, as above, so below, which we're gonna be talking about more as we go into the book study of the Emerald Tablet in 2020. So I suggest that you guys join Oshun Aje Exclusive. Okay, we will begin the 2020. I have several studies lined up. One or two of them we're only going to do in my private group, okay? But we are going to be starting the Emerald Tablet going forward in 2020 on this channel, and we'll be ending it on Patreon, okay? On Oshun Aje Exclusive. As above, so below. That's what's happening right now, you guys. Okay, what is in the higher realms? We, as the mediums, as the light workers who are literally bringing the light from the higher realms into this realm, are going to use these God particles to literally create what is in heaven on this earth. Okay, so basically the goal here is it's the unification of the divine energy from heaven, okay, frequency, coming to earth, okay. So basically you should be asking yourself, what is your soul's vision for the ascension of the earth, okay. And learn to match your frequency with that vision, Okay, with that divine green print that you know what I'm saying, it exists within you already. Okay, so you cannot be preoccupied with what it's going to look like. You cannot be, because you know you can't really imagine it. You know what it's going to look like. You know, how is it going to happen? You focus on aligning yourself with the energy, the frequency, the vibration of what you want it to be, because it will be born out of your own being. Okay, it's being born out of your own being. You know, you have to learn how to commune with yourself and with your higher self in your heart center. Okay, and to learn to imagine that higher, that those higher realms as a frequency, as an energy, as a vibration. The visuals and the way it looks and the way it's going to be formed will be born out of you. Okay, the earth will literally transform as a reflection of your own inner truth when matching the energy, the frequency, the vibration of your own inner truth. Okay, so basically your inner and outer worlds must be synced, they must be synchronized. Okay, and this is what all has always needed to happen, but right now it is imperative that you understand that. A lot of people have cognitive dissonance. A lot of people will say one thing and be feeling another. Okay, it's all about truth and aligning with truth. Speak your truth, say your truth, live your truth. Because if you're not, then you're not going to get any, you know, what you really want to see. You know what I'm saying? If you sitting here saying you miss, say you miss your divine counterpart, but you saying I don't miss them, I don't want them, you know, all of that, then you're never going to get it. In your truth, you do miss them, and in your reality, or in your, you know, you saying that you don't, so you're creating um you know, two magnets that are repelling one another. Okay, if it is your truth that you miss your divine counterpart, then you live in that truth. If you want to, you know what I'm saying, create and learn how to create another reality with it. Okay, you cannot be saying one thing and wanting another. Trying to say, you can't go out here and be acting like, you know, I already got everything I need. I'm already, you know, I'm so prosperous. I'm so prosperous that I can teach y'all how to prosper. And you ain't even got nowhere to live. Okay, you living in an extended stay hotel, but you telling folks how they can purchase them a house. You telling folks how they can, you know what I'm saying, stay prosperous and cleanse themselves and keep from being attacked, but yet you complaining about constantly being attacked. Okay, those two realities cannot possibly be true at the same time. Okay, so what I'm saying is that your inner and outer worlds must be synchronized, and the only way that they will synchronize is if you are living your truth, if you are speaking, living your truth. Okay, ain't no more time for the bullshit. Okay, the new reality will be born out of your own being, whether you are living in your truth or not. So some people will remain in the third dimension because the third dimension is all mixed up of lies and untruths, delusions, and fake shit that people have created from not speaking what's really in their hearts, from not creating from what's really in their hearts, from not creating from their truest desires. Okay, your question that you need to be asking your truest self is, what will I feel when the purification and the evolution of the earth is finished? Go into your heart center in meditation. Okay, ask yourself, what am I going to feel when the earth is done in its purification? When I am done in my purification and in my evolution, what is my world going to feel like? You need to ask yourself that, because that vibration, that frequency, that reality is already present in your heart space. It's already present in your soul. It has already been created. Are you following me? You must align with a truth that has always and already been true for you. What are you going to feel when you're done with your evolution? What does your higher self feel like? What does heaven feel like? See, it already exists within you, light worker. It's a vibration, it's a frequency, it's a feeling. It has already been created. Remember? It has already been created. You need to align your own vibration with the divine playground, with the heaven that's already inside of you. Once you reach this vibration, once you find it, once you remember, light worker, let that feeling, let that force, let that energy, that frequency, that vibration be your driving force. Stay synchronized with it, and the outer world will be transformed through the collective consciousness. If you can affect as many other people to do this as well, the collective consciousness will bring about the truth that exists within you already as the heaven frequency. Your vision is not as important as your feelings. It's not as important as frequency, energy, vibration. Okay? Your new vision, based upon your frequency, your feelings, your energy, your vibration, will create and manifest new opportunities. They will bring about and inspire you to take actions of the highest order and of the most divine nature. And through these actions, through you being driven by this energy, this frequency, this vibration of divine love and light, you will be bringing about heaven on earth. That euphoric feeling, Grandmaster Fee, yes, that is the heaven that exists within you. You hold that as long as you can, and you create from that space, because in that you are literally helping to bring heaven to earth. Okay, the world outside of you begins to transform. You are creating heaven and earth by your thoughts, your feelings, your energy, your frequency, your vibration. When you reach that euphoric feeling, milk it, drive it, let that be your goal, to stay there. This is how you get and stay in heaven. This is how you bring heaven to earth. You find it within you first, and you push it out through your emotions, through your feelings, through sharing it, sharing that energy, that frequency, that vibration with other people. You gather with other people. This was the whole idea when people would gather, like I said, to go to church. People gather in, people go to sweat lodges, people have covens, people have support groups. The whole point of gathering together is to strengthen the energy, to create a collective reality together. Okay, and so if we can all get everyone to or as many people as we can, to vibrate high enough, to search for that high frequency within themselves, okay, and let that be their driving force of what they are creating. Because first of all, we have to really be always conscious now of the fact that we're creating with our thoughts, our feelings, with our actions. Okay, and so if you are holding in your third eye a vision of what you already know heaven to be. Heaven is a feeling, it's a frequency, it is euphoria, it is nirvana, it is that euphoric feeling that you are speaking of, Grandmaster Fee. It most definitely is. Okay, and when you have that, you have found your inner heaven. Okay, and you have to learn, you stay there, you sit there, you milk it, you visualize, you imagine things. Okay, you begin to glow. You don't even realize that frequency you are carrying with you everywhere you go. You stay in it. Okay, you stay in it as long as you can. Okay, you share it with as many people as you can. You allow it to inspire your words, your thoughts, your actions. You hold on to it as much as you can, because the more that you do it, the easier it will be to always find that place again, to return to it. The easier it will be to stay there longer and longer until it becomes your all-consuming reality. Yes, euphoria, nirvana, heaven. It's a place within you. It's already there. You've been there. You know it. It's already been created. You just have to find it. You just have to match your frequency with it. You just have to synchronize your inner and outer world. Okay? And you cannot do that if you are a habitual liar. You cannot do that if you are not living in your truth. Okay? Ain't no other way to do it. Okay? You have to be real with yourself about everything. You have to participate in aligning your energy and in the unification of heaven and earth. Okay? As above, so below. Okay? That is the mission right now. Okay? So commune with your creator in your heart center. Okay? And the earth will begin to transform as a reflection of your inner truth, of your inner heaven, of that inner euphoria. So the question going into your meditation is, what will I feel when the purification and evolution of the earth is finished? What am I going to feel when my own purification and evolution is done? Ask yourself, what does that feel like? Do that when you're in your meditation, okay? Because that vibration, that frequency is already there. It's already present in your being. It's already present in your soul. It has already been created, and you are just being asked right now, light worker, empath, to remember. And I remember I've told y'all, remember means to put back together, to remember. What are you putting back together? The sparks of God, the light workers, so that you can see the whole, so you can be whole, so you can be holy. Okay? Until we meet again, my people, keep it classy, keep it clean. Thank you all for sharing this time and space with me. I have great love and light for you all. I know that we will all be continuing this mission together. Okay, and I appreciate each and every one of you. Do what you got to do to make shit happen, y'all. Peace.